David, and this is the video for lesson number 10 of the first beginner level of the Piano Skills Foundation series. So, you're going to have fun in this one because you're going to have a new tune. It'll be You Are My Sunshine. You're going to do a new exercise, the fifth exercise, and I'm going to also have you, as usual, doing some reading exercises. You're hopefully starting to see your piano skills growing and starting to understand that there's some basic stuff you're learning, and it's building a foundation upon which you can start learning how to play anything you want to someday. But this is where we all start. So I hope you enjoy it and keep on practicing. All right. So the first thing on your list for lesson 10 is the notes on the staff and the piano. At this point, I'm going to start not putting these on the video anymore because I think you understand how to work on them. You're just trying to get to know your notes, and I hope those practice sheets will help you. I think they will, and you can kind of test yourself on how proficient you are with them by working with the metronome. You see if you can play through those sheets, keeping the metronome at a very slow beat and naming and playing the notes as you go. So good luck with the notes. I'm hoping that you're starting to get to know them. We're going to move on the video and do the fifth etude, which you probably have figured out by now is going to be very similar to the fourth etude. I'm going to play straight through all your exercises. From this point on, you don't have to watch them all, but if you want to kind of see how they go and how to go through them at this point, I'm sure you kind of know how to do it. But I'm going to play straight through from the beginning to the end of the exercises with the metronome at 120. The fifth etude now only has one fingering possible. We're going to use a 5 and 1. I mean, there's other fingerings we could use, but just standard fifth. You're going to use your fifth finger and your thumb on both hands. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, have fun. I try to keep my thumbs and pinkies very tall when I do this. Feel the weight of my arms dropping in. The part that's rocking, I actually rock my hand a little bit. And that one's the tritone, kind of ugly. Now I switch parts. I'm going to go ahead and play the arpeggios. Last time on the previous video for lesson 9, I just did the 1 chord. And I've decided to I'll play through them. You can skip them if you want, but I'll play through them so you can kind of see what you should be doing. Four chord. And then the 5 chord. Five, 7. Back to the 1 chord. Cadence up here. And then one extra one at the end. Now we're going to do Twinkle Twinkle. And those were your exercises for lesson 10. Good luck with those. So for lesson 10, you're going to learn a new tune. You Are My Sunshine. I'm going to just show this tune to you both hands at the same time. You're going to learn it hands separately. So obviously you start and stop the video, watch whichever hand you're focused on, and you can learn it in all three keys that I'm going to play it in. I'm going to try to go slow. You'll notice that there's some stretching you have to do. Instead of just a 5-finger position, you're going to move up and have your fingers stretched out just slightly, so it's a little bit more awkward for you. Hopefully that'll become natural. And you're going to find out we're going to move to different positions. So watch closely. I'm just going to play through the whole thing, and you can learn it one musical phrase at a time. So really slowly. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Now I'm going to move up to a new position. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And once you've gotten good at it in the key of C, try to do it in the key of F. I have it written out, and you'll have to look out. In the key of F, B's are flat. So there's something you don't quite understand yet, but you'll see me play it on the music, and then we'll go on and do it in the key of G as well. So you can be watching not the music. I just have the music in there for reference for you, but hopefully you're going to learn this by rote. The same exact fingering as the key of C. This time we're starting with our bottom finger on C. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me. Here's that B flat, and then you got to stretch up. When skies are gray, you'll never know. Stretch up to D. How much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Okay, that was the key of F. Now to do it in the key of G, we're going to start down on a D, and we're going to have that little stretch at the beginning, so watch out for that fingering. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And that was You Are My Sunshine in the key of G. So try to learn that tune in all those keys. Do a hand separately first. Get through. If you don't get the whole 3 keys learned this week, that's okay. Just try the key of C first, and then gradually try to move it around to the key of F and the key of G. We're just trying to teach your hands and your mind to the keyboard by doing tunes that you might enjoy. So good luck with that. So for your reading exercises this week, I think I'll just go through and show you the process. The last few lessons on video, I haven't been going through and doing the exact 3 perfects. Today I'm just going to go through the routine of 3 perfects. You can watch it or not. Just gives you an idea how to do it. Every line I'm going to practice. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. 3 perfect, 3 perfect, 3 perfect, 3 perfect. Every time I do a line, I'm going to go ahead and go to the first note of the next line. Obviously not on the last one. So I'm going to start at a tempo that's fairly fast. We're going to pretend that you've been doing it for a few days. So now you're up to like 104. You, of course, should start much slower than that and work your way up. But let's start with the left hand 4th finger on F. I'm at measure 13 now, just so you know where I am. You should be watching your music. I know you can't really read these on the videos, but you can see where I am at the bottom. I'm going to do this line first, 4th finger here. And then the right hand, thumb is on C, and I'm going to count the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, there's one perfect, click, click, another perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. There's two perfects. So for my third perfect, it's at 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Okay, now I'm going to back it down to 104, and I'm going to play the third line, starting here. I'm going to go to the first note of the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And click, click, another perfect one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And on my third perfect, and again, this is why I like starting at the bottom, is because when you do your third perfect, you can play all the way to the end. So I'm going to play all the way to the end. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Now I'm going to drop the metronome back down to 104, and we're going to do the second line, 3 perfect, from the first note to the first note. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then I'm going to go click, click, and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now on my third perfect, I'm up to 120. And I'm going to play all three lines. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. And then finally, I get to practice the first line. I'm going to do this one 3 times perfectly, starting at 104. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then click, click. Another perfect one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, now on my third perfect, I'm up at 120, and I'm going to play the whole song. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Okay, so that was A Melody Shared. Wasn't that beautiful? So the second reading exercise is another melody shared. Whoops, I'll put it down here. Another melody shared. And on this one, I think I'm just going to play through each line a little slower just so you can get the feel for it. I did the other one 3 times perfect each line to remind you how you should be practicing. But now, just to save video time, I'm going to do each line 1 time, and then I'll play the whole thing for you. I'll do it at a little bit slower tempo. How about we'll just do it at 96. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, now I'm going to do the second line. That was the first line from here to here. Second line from here to here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And here comes the third line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And then the fourth line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. And here's here's what the whole thing sounds like. I'll play it a little bit quicker here. I'm going to go up to 104. So after you've practiced each line 3 perfectly, you're going to do the whole song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, And that was another melody shared. Now you've done all your practices for lesson 10. I mean, all the things that are on your list for lesson 10. Practice it at least 5 to 7 days this week till you feel proficient and get up to the tempos that we want. And I hope you enjoy that. Good luck.